How's it going, everybody? My name is B, and welcome back to your altcoins. Today, we're going to talk about the market. It has been a beautiful weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I did. Whole bunch of family stuff, whole bunch of running around. Didn't have a chance to sit down at my desk all weekend, but it's Monday. We're back in the swing of things, and Bitcoin is making some serious moves, making everyone happy, making everyone excited about altcoins. Or is it? We're going to talk about that coming up. Here we are at coinmarketcap.com and take a look at Bitcoin at $11,000. That's exciting, right? Right? We're excited. We talked about if it's over 10K, we're in the clear and we're going to a bull market, right? Do you remember that? Yeah. So I've learned something about what happens when Bitcoin retraces and then goes on a major uptrend. It starts to come out of its hibernation, out of its bear market and goes into a bull market. Something about its relationship with altcoins. And at first, everyone's like, when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. Not necessarily the case. I'm going to show you examples of why that is not that case. You're going to see. You're going to see absolutely. First, let's take a look at the market. Market cap of $500 billion. We've cracked $500 billion. Everything seems to be up in the past 7 days. A lot of fluctuation in the past 24 hours. The past hour, things seem to be down a little bit. But this is misleading. What you're looking at here is everything related to the US dollar, right? And some of you may be thinking, okay, that's good. I want to be able to make more money. I want to invest $1,000 and turn it into more money. Kind of. I personally, I'm not sure about you guys. I personally am trying to increase my value relative to Bitcoin, right? Almost every single chart on Binance and Bitfinex, etc., have a value of the currency, whether it's Ripple, Litecoin, Cardano, whatever, versus Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin pairing. I'm going to show you a very interesting correlation. But first, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin's chart. Here we are on the daily of Bitcoin. And you guys remember on Friday, I said if we had cracked that $10,000 resistance, which was that big fat round number, right around there, that big fat round number that everyone wanted to crack, we would be doing good. And guess what? We totally cracked it. We are right here. Turn off auto so I can adjust the height of it. Here we are, right here. Beautiful, hovering around that $10,500, $11,000 range. We have confirmed multiple candles closing over the $10,000 level. That is awesome. What happens now? Where do we go from here? As you can see, Bitcoin is just touching over its 55-day moving average. This red line represents the 55-day moving average. We're just starting to peak over that. That's a good sign for overall bullishness, because as you can see, when the price is over the 55 moving day, it just does stuff. So it's good, right? That's good. We're over the 55 moving day. We're just over it. We're approaching clearing it. We're going to enter a bull market for Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera. That's great. We can start investing in altcoins again. I don't know. I'm going to show you something really, really cool. This is very interesting. This is not something I considered, but when you think about it from this perspective, it makes a ton of sense. Here we are back on marketcap.com. Let's take a look at different coins against Bitcoin, because that is the major trading pair. Bitcoin is a major trading pair. This drop down right here, you can change how everything moves relative to something else. You can compare how things move to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So let's select Bitcoin. Here we are. Everything moving relative to Bitcoin. Clearly, Bitcoin is 0%. It is the barometer that we're measuring against because everything is traded against Bitcoin. You can look and look at this. Past 7 days, down, 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 down. Litecoin is up 10% compared to Bitcoin in the past 7 days, but down 4% on the day. Down, down, down. Ethereum Classic doing very well against Bitcoin. VeChain doing very well against Bitcoin. But look at all the red. You would think when Bitcoin goes up, everything is bound to go up. But that's not necessarily the case. And what I'm starting to learn, what I'm starting to realize is when Bitcoin is going up, people are pulling money out of their alt positions to ride the Bitcoin versus USD wave. So B, you may be thinking to yourself, why, when, how is a great time to do altcoins? So when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins don't necessarily go up. And when Bitcoins go down, altcoins go down. So when's the right time to get into altcoins? That is the big question. A lot of times you see people start to invest in altcoin when Bitcoin's price has chilled out a little bit. That is a very common thing that happens. Let's just take a look at a random coin. Let's grab Ripple. I saw a really cool correlation here. I want to show you something. We have two lines here on this chart, a yellow line and a green line. For those of you who don't know, the yellow line is the price versus Bitcoin, and the green line is the price versus the US dollar. There are times when its price versus Bitcoin spikes way up in comparison to the dollar. Like right here, the dollar went up a little bit, but the price versus Bitcoin went up crazy here in April. Actually, this is May of 2017. So in May of 2017, the Bitcoin value shot up like crazy, but the dollar value did not shoot up relatively the same. Let's take a look at the last 3 months. So here we are. This is that amazing Christmas run we had from December to January. The green line is the dollar. The yellow line is the Bitcoin relationship, and the blue line is the market cap. So the dollar went up and Bitcoin went up, and dollar went up and Bitcoin went up. The entire market went parabolic. Not just Bitcoin, not just altcoins, everything. Money was coming in like crazy. We went from a market cap, if I actually looked at the market cap from here to here, I think we went up like $400 billion. It was just completely stupid. And then as the market cap overall dropped down, you see the green line, which is US dollar, drop down, and the yellow line, which is Bitcoin, drop down. But I want to show you something lately. Here's a shot of late. Let's do the last month. There's a really cool correlation here. The yellow line and the green line. The green line is a dollar value. The dollar value of Ripple itself is going up. $3, $5, $10, $16, $21. So the price of Ripple against the US dollar is going up, but the price of Ripple against Bitcoin is going down. The Satoshis are going down. Why is that? Let's grab another coin. How about Cardano? Here's another example. Right here, correlation was pretty strong. But ever since this day, February 10th, the value against Bitcoin is going down, going down, going down. Meanwhile, the US dollar value kind of stayed the same. This phenomenon is showing itself over and over again. What I believe is happening is people are pulling their value out of altcoins and funneling them into Bitcoin to ride the Bitcoin wave as it ascends back up. So when is the right time to buy altcoins? Well, if you're thinking about it from a US dollar perspective, you can buy whatever you want, because against the US dollar, you see Cardano is generally going up a little bit. We saw other coins going up a little bit compared to the US dollar. But if you're like me and you want to increase your Bitcoin holding and you want to increase your Satoshi holding, you need to find cryptos that are currently at the point in time trading very well against Bitcoin. For example, Ripple is not. Ripple is on a downtrend against Bitcoin. Litecoin was doing good, but is now on a downtrend against Bitcoin. You want to look in the recent history. Ethereum Classic is an example. VeChain is an example. You want to look at things that are trading well currently, right now, at this second, against Bitcoin, or just trade Bitcoin against the US dollar. I mean, Bitcoin has fluctuations. Let's go back to the chart. Here's Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Bitcoin does have fluctuations. Here's that $10,000 line. It does go up. It does come down. For example, if you had sold out of Bitcoin here and then bought back in down here, that's a 10% swing. You would have increased your Bitcoin amount by 10%. So there is room to play within Bitcoin itself, trading Bitcoin against USDT, which is Tether, or trading Bitcoin itself against the US dollar. So if you are just simply interested in increasing your USD holding, your USD value, you can invest in other cryptocurrencies and don't chart them, don't track them against Bitcoin, try to track them against the US dollar. One of the exchanges that I know of that allows you to trade a lot of different things against the US dollar is Bitfinex. There's a bit of a problem with Bitfinex. You need $10,000 worth of equity, worth of value. So that whether that's $10,000 worth of crypto total or $10,000 straight up cash in order to be allowed to trade on this platform. Because not only can you go long on all of these coin to USD pairings, you can also go short and do margin trading, which is why they require a certain amount of equity, a certain amount of funds in order to trade on this website. I would love to personally. Clearly, I'm not worth $10,000 USD in terms of overall value. I want to eventually be able to trade on this platform so that in times such as now, when Bitcoin's on a run and it's just sucking the life out of every other altcoin right now as it tries to grow and grow and grow and not really allowing other altcoins to grow against it or failing to grow against it, sites like this will allow you to trade Tron against the US dollar, to trade Spank Chain against the US dollar, ApeCoin, Elf, Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum Classic, on and on and on. Sites like this do allow you to trade against the US dollar, which is very, very powerful. So what would I do if I were you? Let's talk about the different perspectives of cryptocurrency. On an investment standpoint, If you've got capital, if you've got fiat, if you've got money, US dollars, British pounds, whatever it is, and you're looking to invest, the sign of the fact that Bitcoin is over $10,000 US, this could be a fantastic time to get in. You have confirmation, pretty much confirmation, concrete confirmation, that the bear run of crypto as a whole is over. The market cap is back at $500 billion. We have a very comfortable confirmation that we are leaving the bear market. Can Bitcoin go down below $10,000 again? Yeah, sure, it happens. Things fluctuate like crazy. But are we going to see a $6,000 Bitcoin again? I hope not. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty comfortable and pretty confident in the fact that we are now over that hump, over that fall. So if you're an investor looking to invest, you want to buy, might be a great time to do so. You could buy Bitcoin at the price it is now, and as I've mentioned, since so many altcoins are so weak against Bitcoin and so down against Bitcoin, like Cardano's down 18% against Bitcoin. NEM is down 23% against Bitcoin. So since so many coins are down relative to Bitcoin, you can just buy Bitcoin with your USD, with your Canadian dollars, with your British pounds, your euro, whatever, and then convert it into whatever coin you want and get it at a very good value. That's the investment standpoint. Good time to invest. Things are looking up. The market's probably going to go up from here, most likely. I don't have a glass ball, and I'm not psychic, but that's what I believe. If you are a swing trader, I like to think of myself as a swing trader, buying on a day-to-day basis, on a 4-hour basis. I'm done with the day trading. I tried to do day trading and like look at the 15-minute charts and 20-minute charts. I just get slaughtered. I don't have the patience for it. So I'm going to look at things more on a day trade, on a swing trade thing. That's just me. So if you're a swing trader and you're looking at things on a day-to-day basis, trying to find some lows, trying to find some confirmed breakouts over resistance, there are some coins that are good for this, and there are some coins that are bad for this. Like if we look at some coins, let me pull up a chart for you. Here is Ripple on the day, for example, right? This is Ripple. When I went on Binance, it was, could you imagine getting Ripple down here at 3,000 Satoshis, and then it got up to like 22,000 Satoshis? Insane growth. So Ripple on a day scale, looking at this as a swing trader, are you convinced that we're about to enter an uptrend? Right, so here's that big swing up. Here's that bit of a retracement down. It did have a bit of a swing, but it's still going down. The past 4 days have been red candle, red candle, red candle, red candle. Are you convinced on getting in at this point as a swing trader? Not too sure. I mean, the moving averages haven't crossed over. The volume is decreasing, so maybe you don't want to get in on this coin particularly as a swing trader or a day trader. It's funny. Look at this. Look at this candle right here. Swing trader perspective. Look at this candle right here, guys. Look at that candle. Isn't that a beautiful reversal candle right there? But look at that lack of volume, which is surprising. And then this candle right here. So from a swing trader, from a day trader perspective, make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do your due diligence. Stop looking at charts on a 15-minute scale, on a 1-hour scale. Start looking at charts on a day scale and try to find good entry points where you can manage your risk. Guys, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going to enter a trade on Ripple right now, right, you have to manage your risk versus reward. So let's say you want to enter right here. Let's say you think, you know what, maybe it's going to go up from here. Where's the bottom? Where would you set your stop loss? Well, you would look at previous resistances and previous supports to put your stop loss. So let's take a look. Let's say you enter a trade here. We're going to grab our long position tool. Boom, enter a trade today, right now. So now we have to set our stop loss. Where would you set it? Would you set it at 5%? I don't know. I personally wouldn't set it at 5%. I look across and I'm like, there's lines of support here. There's a line of support here. Hold on, where's my ray tool? There's a bit of a line of support here. You have all the support right here, maybe as a resistance. So you want to set just below that, just in case. You have this low right here that was touched twice. Look at that. Let me actually fix that line. You've got these lows over here that were touched twice. What if you wanted to set your stop loss just beneath that? So if it goes beneath that, you know that it's about to tank, right? That's the purpose of a stop loss. It's to prevent you from going down with a whole market if the market crashes. That's what stop losses are for. So you might want to set your stop loss here. But how long is that stop loss? What if I see this candle? If this wick occurred today with you right now, you'd be stopped out. So you want to go maybe below that wick. What's that stop loss percentage? What is that stop loss percentage? 9%. If you enter a trade right now on Ripple, a long trade, you would have to set your stop loss. I personally would set it beneath this little wick here because I don't want to get stopped out and then have the market go back up again. That's annoying. Look at 9%. So you need to take things like that. That's been one of my biggest mistakes. One of my biggest mistakes has always been poor entries where my stop loss is stupid because I'm not taking previous levels of resistance into mind. Something I want you guys to do as well, if you're traders and you're entering trades, is learn how to manage your risk. Learn how to make your entries in places. Why wouldn't you wait for Ripple if you wanted to buy Ripple? If you're interested in Ripple, why wouldn't you wait for one of two things to happen? One, confirmation on a green candle that things are going up. Or two, for it to get back down towards this level so you can enter a trade here on that line and then set your stop loss tight like that. What's that percentage? 2.74%. Isn't that a much nicer potential loss as opposed to losing potentially 9? You would lose potentially 2. Much, much nicer. If you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, keep your entries in mind. Keep your previous levels of resistance in mind so that when you enter a market, your stop losses are nice and tight and you're not losing too much money if the market goes against what you think is going to happen. A lesson I've learned multiple times the hard way, and I'm taking to mind right now. Now, for those of you that are day traders and look at the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, the 10-minute chart, certain coins are great for this and certain coins are not. Again, since everything is being paired against Bitcoin and Bitcoin's on like a vacuum sucking run up to the top right now, it's very hard to trade against Bitcoin. And if you just look at Ripple, ever since a few days ago, it has been going steadily down, steadily down, steadily down. That's just one example. So if you want to day trade, on low time frames, make sure you are day trading coins that are currently right now, as we speak, trading well against Bitcoin or trade against something that has a trading pair with the US dollar. For example, VEN against Bitcoin right this second is trading very well. You can see it's got some ups and downs. It's got some ups and downs. This is the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, right? Here's the 16th, the 17th. Here we are on the 18th, 19th on the low, and we're going back up high on the 20th. It is trading very well against Bitcoin. So if you're day trading, pick coins that are trading well against Bitcoin. Do your research. Don't just day trade something like Ripple that is clearly dying against Bitcoin. If you're swing trading, again, trading well against Bitcoin or, again, trade against the US dollar. And if you're investing, who cares? Who cares? The whole market is going up, which means from now until, I don't know, the end of this year, you're going to see gains. I hope this video brought you guys some value. That's what I want to do every single video, is bring you guys some value, bring you guys as much free value as I can. I'm going to learn everything I can, and I'm going to share that with everybody for free. I'm never going to turn you guys into a transaction. I want to bring that up right now. I'm never going to turn you into a transaction. I'm never going to offer a class with a $100 entry fee where I can do some training. Never, never. All my knowledge, everything I'm learning is going to be for free, online, on YouTube, free of cost. Just that simple, just that black and white. So I want to bring you guys as much value as I can. If I've brought you some value today, share this video with a friend, hit that like button, subscribe if you really liked it. I mean, if you really, really like this stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon because my release schedule is not exact. I probably should hammer that down. I should be like every day, 4 p.m. I should probably figure that out, but I'm not very good at the whole steady schedule thing. With my life as it is, a steady schedule is not conceivable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for watching.